Hey there, dog lovers. Ever feel like your furry friend knows you better than you know yourself? You're not alone. Get ready to dive into 16 amazing secrets your dog knows about you. From your deepest fears to your daily routines, we're revealing it all. This is going to be fun, so buckle up. You know how your dog always seems to know when you're feeling down? Well, it's not just your imagination. Dogs are masters at reading human emotions. They pick up on subtle cues like your body language, facial expressions, and even your scent. So when you're feeling anxious or scared, your dog can sense it. Think of it like this. Dogs are emotional sponges. They absorb the energy around them. And because they're pack animals, they're naturally wired to comfort their pack members. So when you're feeling vulnerable, your dog's instincts kick in. They want to make you feel safe and secure. They might snuggle up to you, lick your face, or just be there with a wagging tail and a reassuring presence. That's one of the most beautiful things about dogs. They don't judge. They don't offer unsolicited advice. They just offer unconditional love and support. So, next time you're feeling a bit shaky, remember that your dog is there for you. They might not be able to talk, but they can offer a kind of comfort that words can't express. You know how dogs have an incredible sense of smell? Well, it turns out they can use that super sniffer to detect diseases. We're not just talking about sniffing out a cold either. Dogs can detect serious conditions like cancer, diabetes, and even Parkinson's disease. How do they do it? Well, diseases cause changes in our bodies, and those changes release tiny, odorless molecules. These molecules are so small that we humans can't detect them, but dogs, with their superpowered noses, can sniff them out. It's pretty amazing, right? Scientists are even training dogs to be medical detectives. They're being used to screen for various diseases, and their accuracy rates are impressive. It's a testament to the incredible power of the canine sense of smell. So next time you see a dog sniffing around, remember, they might be picking up on something you can't even imagine. Ever heard stories about dogs sensing pregnancy even before the mom-to-be knows? Well, there's some truth to those tales. Dogs are incredibly perceptive creatures, and they pick up on even the subtlest changes in their humans. Pregnancy brings about a whole host of hormonal changes in a woman's body. These changes affect her scent, her behavior, even her body temperature. And guess what? Dogs are attuned to all of those shifts. They notice the changes in your scent, the way you move, and even the subtle fluctuations in your body heat. So, don't be surprised if your dog starts acting differently around you when you're expecting. They might become extra protective, more affectionate, or even a little bit clingy. It's their way of showing their love and support during this special time. And hey, if you're looking for an early pregnancy test, your dog might just be your most reliable source. We've already talked about how dogs are emotional sponges, but let's dive a little deeper into this amazing ability. Dogs don't just sense our emotions, they react to them. They mirror our moods, offering comfort when we're down and sharing in our joy when we're happy. Think about it. When you're feeling stressed, your dog might try to distract you with a playful nudge or a wagging tail. When you're sad, they might cuddle up to you, offering silent support. And when you're excited, they'll be right there with you, jumping for joy and wagging their tails so hard their whole body wiggles. It's like they have this sixth sense that allows them to tap into our emotional state. And the best part, they don't judge. They don't try to analyze or offer solutions. They just offer unconditional love and support, no matter what we're going through. Have you ever noticed how your dog seems to know exactly when it's time for your morning walk, your evening meal, or even your favorite TV show? It's not just a coincidence. Dogs are creatures of habit, and they thrive on routine. They quickly learn our daily schedules and adapt to them. They know when we wake up, when we leave for work, when we come home, and when it's time for bed. They even pick up on our weekend routines, knowing when it's time for a trip to the park or a lazy afternoon on the couch. This ability to learn our routines is part of what makes dogs such amazing companions. They seamlessly integrate into our lives, becoming part of the fabric of our daily existence. They're always there, ready for whatever the day brings, whether it's a walk in the park, a cuddle on the couch, or just a quiet evening at home. Dogs are incredibly perceptive creatures, and they can certainly pick up on our feelings towards other animals. Whether it's a fellow canine companion, a feline friend, or even a feathered family member, dogs can sense our love and affection for other pets. They observe our interactions, our tone of voice, our body language, And they understand that these other creatures hold a special place in our hearts. And you know what? Most dogs are incredibly accepting. They understand that love is not a finite resource, and they're happy to share our affection with other animals. In fact, many dogs thrive in multi-pet households. They enjoy the companionship of other animals and often form strong bonds with their furry siblings. So don't worry about your dog feeling jealous or threatened by your love for other pets. They get it. We often talk about dogs understanding our emotions, but did you know they can actually distinguish between love and hate? It's true. Dogs are masters at reading human emotions, and they can tell the difference between positive and negative feelings. They pick up on our facial expressions, our tone of voice, our body language, and even our scent. They know when we're happy, sad, angry, or afraid, and they can definitely tell when someone is directing negative energy towards their beloved human. So, if you've ever felt like your dog was being protective around someone they didn't trust, you were probably right. Dogs have an incredible instinct for sensing danger, and they're not afraid to step in and defend their loved ones, even if it's just with a warning growl or a watchful stance. We all talk to our dogs, but do they actually understand what we're saying? The answer is more than you might think. Dogs are incredibly adept at learning human language. They may not understand every word, but they pick up on patterns, tones, and associations. Think about it. Your dog knows what walkies, treat, and dinner time mean, right? They've learned to associate those words with specific actions or rewards. And they can even learn to respond to more complex commands like fetch, stay, and come. Of course, their understanding is not the same as a human's. They don't grasp the nuances of grammar and syntax, but they're incredibly good at picking up on the gist of what we're saying. So keep talking to your dog. They're listening, learning, and bonding with you through every word. Dogs are experts at reading human emotions, and they can sense insincerity from a mile away. They pick up on subtle cues like forced smiles, fake laughter, and strained tones of voice. They can tell when our words don't match our true feelings. Think about it. Have you ever tried to trick your dog with a fake throw of a ball? They see right through it. They know when you're not being genuine, and they'll often react with confusion or even disappointment. This ability to detect insincerity is a testament to their deep understanding of human behavior. They've evolved alongside us for thousands of years, and they've become masters at reading our social cues. So next time you're interacting with your dog, remember, be authentic. They appreciate honesty and genuineness more than you might realize. Have you ever wondered if your dog knows who they are when they look in the mirror? It's a question that has puzzled scientists and dog lovers for years. For a long time, it was believed that dogs lacked self-awareness, that they saw their reflection as another dog. However, recent studies suggest that some dogs might actually be able to recognize themselves in the mirror. They might not have a full-blown sense of self like humans do, but they seem to understand that the reflection is a representation of themselves. This is a fascinating area of research, and scientists are still trying to unravel the mysteries of canine self-awareness. But one thing's for sure, dogs are far more intelligent and perceptive than we often give them credit for. Dogs are incredibly attuned to human emotions, and they can pick up on our insecurities, even the ones we try to hide. They sense our anxieties, our doubts, and our fears. They notice our nervous habits, our self-deprecating jokes, and our attempts to downplay our accomplishments. And you know what? They don't judge us for it. In fact, they often try to offer comfort and reassurance. They might nudge us with their nose, lick away our tears, or simply sit by our side, offering a silent but powerful presence. Dogs have a way of seeing through our facades and accepting us for who we truly are, flaws and all. They remind us that it's okay to be vulnerable, to have insecurities, and to need a little extra love and support sometimes. You know how your dog gets super excited when you come home, even if you've only been gone for a few minutes? Well, it's not just because they missed you, although they definitely did. It's also because they recognize your unique scent. Dogs have an incredible sense of smell, far superior to ours. They can detect scents that are completely undetectable to the human nose. And each person has their own distinct scent profile, a combination of body odor, perfume, laundry detergent, and countless other factors. Your dog knows your scent inside and out. They can identify you from a distance, even in a crowded room. They can track your scent through a park, a forest, or even a bustling city street. It's like having a personalized GPS tracker, guiding them right to you. Dogs are incredibly observant creatures, and they pay close attention to our social interactions. They notice who we spend time with, how we interact with different people, and the dynamics between us and our loved ones. They can tell who our closest friends are, who we're romantically involved with, and even who we might be having a conflict with. They pick up on our body language, our tone of voice, and the subtle energy shifts that occur during social interactions. They might not understand the complexities of human relationships, but they can definitely sense the underlying emotions and dynamics. So, don't be surprised if your dog reacts differently to different people in your life. They're simply mirroring the emotional cues they're picking up on. Dogs are creatures of habit, and they're also incredibly observant of our habits. They notice our repetitive behaviors, our daily routines, and our quirky little idiosyncrasies. They know when we reach for our coffee mug first thing in the morning, when we grab our keys before heading out the door, and when we settle into our favorite spot on the couch for a Netflix binge. They pick up on these patterns and learn to anticipate our actions. They might even start to engage in their own little rituals based on our habits, like waiting by the door when they know we're about to go for a walk, or bringing us their favorite toy when they know it's playtime. It's these little details, these shared routines and habits, that strengthen the bond between us and our canine companions. They become part of our daily lives, seamlessly integrating into our world and enriching it with their love and companionship. We've already talked about dogs' amazing ability to smell disease, but they can also detect subtle changes in our overall health. They notice when we're feeling under the weather, when our energy levels are low, or when we're experiencing physical discomfort. They pick up on changes in our scent, our body language, and our behavior. They might become extra clingy, more attentive, or even a bit protective when they sense that something is off. They might nudge us with their nose, lick our hands, or simply stay close by, offering silent support. It's like they have this innate ability to sense when we need a little extra TLC. They might not be able to diagnose our ailments, but they can offer comfort, companionship, and a reminder that we're not alone. Have you ever noticed your dog twitching, whimpering, or even barking in their sleep? It's a common occurrence, and it often leads us to wonder, do dogs dream? While we can't ask them directly, there's strong evidence to suggest that they do. Scientists believe that dogs experience similar brain activity during sleep as humans do, including the REM cycle, which is associated with dreaming. And their sleep behaviors, the twitches, the sounds, the rapid eye movements, all point to a rich inner world that unfolds while they slumber. What do they dream about? We can only speculate, but it's likely their dreams are filled with familiar scents, sounds, and experiences from their waking lives. They might dream about chasing squirrels in the park, playing fetch with their favorite human, or snuggling up on a cozy bed. So next time you see your furry friend lost in the world of dreams, remember, their minds are just as active and imaginative as ours, even when they're sound asleep. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the secret world of dogs. I hope you learned something new and gained a deeper appreciation for these amazing creatures. Remember, dogs are far more perceptive than we often give them credit for. They're constantly observing, learning, and adapting to our world, and they enrich our lives in countless ways. Don't forget to check out our other videos for more fascinating insights into the animal kingdom. We've got tons of amazing content about dogs, cats, birds, and all sorts of other creatures. You're sure to find something that piques your interest. And before you go, be sure to like this video, share it with your fellow dog lovers, leave a comment below telling us about your furry friend, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing animal content. Until next time, keep those tails wagging